good, y'all? It's Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family without further ado. Let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
Right here in Kenya. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. Hello, Kenya. Thank you for welcoming me with such warm love and embrace. And thank you, Lise, for interviewing me. That's it, right?
Yes, absolutely amazing. And of course, we say Karibu Kenya for welcome to Kenya, and you say Asante. Karibu, it's welcome, and you say Asante for thank you.
Asante, of course.
Asante.
So Omari, Karibu Kenya.
Asante.
Asante.
All right. Absolutely amazing.
Flight was good. Very comfortable, cozy, not too hot, and cool enough. Loving. Soft
All
spoken.
the people are loving
Y'all all soft spoken, yeah.
Okay, you good guys? Are we soft spoken? Well, what did you say?
Elegant, very elegant.
Yeah.
That would be the word. You're super elegant, very classy.
What I get by coming into contact with so many different Africans, even back at home in the U.S., y'all are very polite. Now, of course, there are negative people all over the world, right? But y'all are y'all use y'all manners, you know, when speaking to people. So I think a lot of people get that.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I spoke on it before. Very genuine. It just feels right. You know what I'm saying? They soft spoken, and for you all, they may not even think that. It's like because they speak to each other all the time, and it may sound normal or loud. But for us, it's like y'all very soft spoken. It is a little genuine. It is a little relaxing, and it just comes off as peaceful. You know?
That's why I always tell people those diaspora wars are only online.
Online.
Okay, only online. I have seen that Kenyan happy and mad.
Now when they
Don't
get
wanna
up,
see a match.
when they get upset and they get loud, ooh, that's another volume.
Yeah.
Yes, my first time in Kenya. Only part of Africa I've been in is South Africa.
Yeah.
So this is a beautiful awakening. I've had a lot of friends go right next door to Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Who've often invited me to Ethiopia, but this is my first time in Kenya, and I will be back.
What is
so
that
many
rap?
times.
Yeah. So
I've seen
what
it in
brings you
Lesotho.
to Kenya this time round? What brings you to Kenya? And of course, what are you looking for during your visit in Kenya?
I'll answer the last question first. Looking for a fun-ass time. But equally looking to kind of spread my wings in terms of business opportunities and taking advantage of what God put me on this green earth to do, which is to use whatever power I have and be of servitude. And so I'm trying to connect dots between companies like CCI, companies that are now being birthed in Tattoo City, with Rendeavor doing all they're trying to do, or all they're doing, executing, and I'm just wanting to be a part of it and use again my image, my likeness, whatever cool stuff I got inside of me to aid in all of those connecting of dots and businesses coming together. That's a big mission of mine. And to be in Kenya a lot.
Yeah.
Y'all are tired of me. And every time I get off the airport or out of the airplane, you don't have this beautiful squad or huddle of beautiful men and women who are dancing for me.
Yeah. It's the Maasai, the Ma communities, the Maasai men and women.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you want to be a local.
Which everyone should want to be when they get here, because it's just so much love that they have to offer. They're going to pour in your cup, regardless if you feel like they can or not. They are going to pour in your cup because that's just the energy they give.
Yeah.
That's what we're experiencing. So
with the culture, but I do understand why they would want to, you know, just to show the culture, being who we are as African Americans. You know, our history tore us apart from all of these different cultures on the continent. You know, so I see it as them showing this is the culture here. You know?
But it's very similar to like back at home. Anybody that's new to the city or to the area, a lot of people are going to gravitate and just help you, pull you in. They're going to love on you, especially if you're like any type of group or like any outreach or things of that nature. They're going to gravitate and love on you. You know what I'm saying? Open arms, 100%. So a lot of similarities there.
Yeah.
And also, is there anything that you did to prepare for this trip?
So I was going to come to Kenya years ago. I ended up going to Israel. I just lost a child who would have been 16 years of age. And I needed a healing trip. So we were going to come to the Masai Safari here in Kenya. And I think that was the year that it was about to close down at the time that we were going to go. And it was too squeezed in time-wise for me to get back to work. Of course, I wasn't on Power yet, but I was soon on Power. That was 16 years ago. Maybe 3 years later, I was on Power. And then I had another opportunity to come back. And because Power had me on set, I couldn't make it back. So just to really take in the country in the ways that I couldn't the 2 times prior that I wished I would have come. What I've heard about Kenya is just what I said, very elegant, very progressive in your spirit and how you guys move and how you operate, and industrial, very industrial because you are so industrious. That's what I've always heard. So I've always wanted to come. Nipsey Hussle used to talk to me a lot about this part of Africa, you know, in terms of East Africa and all it offered. As you guys know, he was part African. So Kenya was in my conversations often in life. So pretty amazing that my brother to my left, John Burns, is the conduit, the carrier of bringing me here. As much as the incredible airline actually brought me here, he's actually, you know, who God picked to bring me here. So that's pretty amazing that I'm here with a brother. And now I got you guys as brothers and sisters. Asante. I'm here until the evening of Tuesday, the 18th, late on Tuesday night. You gonna hang with me again?
You can give us a bit of highlights. What are you going to be doing for the next 2 days?
Yeah, well, there'll be between dinners and meetings, right? Various meetings. Going to Tattoo City, visiting CCI there. Is that correct? HQ. So John Burns, the brother that I'm telling you guys about, to my left and your right, me and your left, please. He opened in Washington, D.C., which you guys know in America is a chocolate city or considered a chocolate city. I come from a chocolate city, that being Atlanta, Georgia, and John does too, formerly from Texas, but he had all of his adult years spent in D.C. So he opened, along with his brother Mike Burns, they opened HQ, which stands for headquarters. And what it's become what it is a privatized membership-only place where you can bring whatever endeavors you have that you want to take on, whatever business thoughts you have, whatever meetings you need to be a part of, whatever drinks you need to drink.
See, I heard about that in a lot of different industries where they have these big buildings where people can come in. I think we did videos where here in Africa where they had it the same as where I forgot what location, but it was huge.
I think it was Botswana.
Potentially,
that big building.
But it was huge, and it would allow not just adults with business mindsets, but teenagers who have creative skills, and this is amazing. So those adventures that people can go through just to be more introduced to technology and things of that nature can help them broadcast and get their ideas even more pushed out.
Right, and they'll have help when they're in their infant stages of a business.
That part, which that's good stuff to have in the
people
communities.
Need that.
What?
Because people have all of these ideas, but their ideas sometimes don't go past 3 or 5 years. The business because they don't have the support that they need, the knowledge that they need to be successful.
That's good stuff. Yeah.
Whatever energy you want to be around, people are in HQ who have that same energy. And so he opened it in D.C. Some years ago. It's been open for a minute now. He's opening a restaurant as we speak, presently in D.C. And now HQ will be the first of its kind here in your lovely soil of Kenya. So I'll be doing a lot of HQing. Yes.
One last question. Since you're coming with for investment opportunities, what advice would you give out there for people in terms of investing for the future?
Ooh, what a good question, brother. It's gonna sound hokey or corny or whatever. What would y'all call corny? What is cheesy and corny? What do y'all call that? What's like corny?
Or cliche.
What would you call it? You got what would you say?
There it is.
I've heard of that one before.
How did you know that? What's your name, brother? Kevin. I like that. I like that. So in hopes of not sounding Java, gibberish. I would say it's just advice that I always give any young person who comes up to me, which is the real investment is in figuring out what you're good at.
Definitely.
And that's the big thing.
Definitely.
Particularly in this
That's
social
not Java.
media driven era. There was a young lady who wanted about 30 feet back. I don't know where she went. She wanted a video of me. And she's lovely and been lovely the entire time. She was actually holding John Burns' camera, and she's great. She's over there. She's great, beautiful. But she wanted a video. And I said that the picture is better, it lasts long. It's more immortal. You can put it up and it's there. And I said, why do you want the video? And I said, you want to capture me, right? She said, yes, I have you. In the video, I have you. And what I realized is so many people don't have themselves. And they really want to have somebody else. So it's like, you video somebody, you get to have that person, not just for one picture that can last forever, but you get to go show friends, I had them for those 30 seconds. But if you don't have yourself, why would it matter how much you got me? I got me already. So to me, the greatest advice I can give a country like this, where I do know that so many young people are industrious, is to invest in the thing that you figure out you're so good at.
I like that.
I was talking on the strip, and he's early 40s and said he's finally figured out his purpose. So that's the big thing. Like, once you figure out the purpose, man, you can invest for days. I'm only here at the point of being able to use the fact that I got microphones, I've been on stages, you guys find me worthy to root for, which is so humbling. To have one fan, let alone 20 million fans, is a crazy feeling. One fan that follows you all over the world is a crazy feeling. But I'm realizing I'm able to do that because I figured out my purpose a long time ago. So,
no, I like that. Figuring out your purpose is basically what this whole conversation was about right here. Yeah, of course, once you have your creative skills tapped in, you know what I'm saying, you can just start pouring out continuously. But then you do have creative block, right? Which can stop you from, you know, making those creative marks in your life or down your journey, which sometimes you just need to rest and, you know, recoup and just get yourself back in order. But again, once you do that, you really don't have to work another day in your life because it's not coming from a tiresome place. It's coming from a place that makes you happy. Right. Not makes you feel drained or make you feel like, oh, I just don't want to do it no more, you know?
Right. You're happy to do it.
You're happy to do it.
That's the thing. Yeah. And I think the creative burnout and blocking all that comes when we lose our focus.
The distraction.
That's what it is. You get distracted with so many other things, and you gotta just center yourselves. Yeah. But he's being real about that purpose thing, for real. And you know, sometimes people may not support your purpose, but it's not for them to support. We want the people, our loved ones, our friends, to support us when we have this new idea. But y'all, sometimes it's gonna take strangers. Not sometimes. Most of the times it's going to take strangers for that thing to become so great. But as long as you believe it, you is the only person who needs to believe it.
Okay? And believe it or not, you're not really running into locked doors or, you know, rejection. You're just not tapped into your purpose because your purpose is literally a key. Right. And once you introduce your purpose into the right rooms, doors are going to open no matter what. Right, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the key. That's your entrance way.
Your gift will make room for you. Always.
That's the part right there.
Always. And everything is a lesson. Okay?
Yep.
Brother, have you figured out your purpose? What is it? Filmmaking. No, but what's the purpose? That's a job. Ooh. What's your purpose? There you go. So that others can what? Create stories. That's it, brother. No job, Kevin. No job. No cap.
Oh, no cap.
You took it down. You took it down.
Keep rocking with me. I'm never going to lead y'all astray. I got y'all as much as y'all got me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All
right, we're going to separate that, man. Kenya showed up on this video and they showed him mad love, and I feel like the topic was very on point. They asked great questions.
That was some good questions.
Yeah,
that really was. I love what he said at the end because it sounds similar to what we have been saying. Y'all, we know we said this going to happen. It's going to happen. Believe us.
It took some time. It took a little patience, but we never got tired. We never gave up. We never say, no, what? We just going to stop and not do it.
Yeah, and should I say the secret? What we was trying to do, but we just couldn't do.
Go ahead.
Should I say it?
Go ahead.
No, maybe it's gonna make them mad even more.
Oh, because of the juice. Yeah. It can get juicy.
But just know, Kenya is in our top 3 list of African countries to visit. Okay.
Yeah. Facts,
so we'll be seeing y'all soon. All right. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.